Hello and welcome everybody to another Edge of Eternities draft video. I am paulcheon. Today we are sitting at rank number 81. We got some climbing to do. We went as high as rank number 7 this month, and I want to get close to greatness once again, and it all starts in this draft. Now before we hop into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com if you want to buy some Edge of Eternity sealed product. If you want to buy some booster boxes or collector boxes, or you wanted some singles for your collection or for your constructed decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are your one-stop shop for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, everything you need to make sure you're ready to go for your next tabletop gaming experience. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Magic the Gathering convention, so if you see their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right, so we've been drafting a lot of white recently, we'll note. We didn't do so well in the last video. Maybe we can do something a little bit different this time around. All right, but of course, it all comes down to what we open. Okay, well, I wanted to draft a sweet blue-green deck, and wow, this is actually a pretty solid pack. At common, we have Virus Beetle and Zookeeper Mechan, I think, as the best options. But then at uncommon, we have both Biomechan Engineer, Umbral Caller Zealot, Sunstar Expansionist. They're all very good. Tanic, I actually think, isn't that good, although I did play against somebody who took full advantage of this. They warped in Cryogen Relics and absolutely went off. But, you know, I just feel like taking the Biomechan Engineer. And look, if I wanted to take a monocolored card, the Sunstar Expansionist is probably the best option here, but I just think the Engineer is super duper fun, and I haven't drafted blue-green in a while. Good chance we don't end up playing it, but look, if I'm a base green or red deck with landers, I will absolutely splash for this card. We have been seeing a lot of Diadrine Synthesis Amalgams. Cards, quite nice here, but after first picking a Biomechan Engineer, not really sure where we want to go here. I don't think it's Diadrine. Diadrin. There's Lash Whip Predator and Diplomatic Relations as options here, along with an Orbital Plunge, but, you know, I mean, I think they're all similar in power level. If I'm going to take the Plunge, might as well take something like a Diplomatic Relations here. There is a Lash Whip Predator, though. But I think in blue-green, it's more important to get interaction. So I'm going to take the Relations over to Predator, just because there are other good, expensive creatures or spacecrafts I can play. Whereas, you know, finding really good interaction is a bit more difficult in a blue-green specifically. Here we have Specimen Freighter and Uthro Scanship. I think the Scanship is a better card, so I think I'm going to take that here. Outside of that, not the most exciting pack. There's a Perigee Beckoner and a Dual Sun Adepts, I suppose, as other options. But given where we're at, I think I'm just going to take the uncommon spacecraft here. But hopefully we can pick up some more just like blue and green cards to put into our deck. We'll see. Pack 1, pick 4. I mean, certainly not seeing a whole lot of blue and green. There is a Thawbringer, which is a fine card. There's a Perigee Beckoner, and Focus Fire, which are potentially the best cards here, but neither of these cards are powerful enough for me to consider moving out of what I have. Right now I have a blue card, a green card, and a blue-green card. So I think I'm just going to take the Thawbringer here, noting that it's probably weaker than Focus Fire and Perigee Beckoner, but I think it'll be a fine card to play in this deck. And pack 1, pick 5. Wow, an extremely weak pack with just nothing I particularly love in blue-green. Now in blue-green, like, Meltshredder Eulogist isn't particularly strong just because you don't really have anything to do with +1/+1 counters. Also, Wormwall Sweeper isn't as good just because you're not really beating down. So I think I'm just going to take Biosynthetic Burst. Now, this is notably a combat trick that people have been taking higher recently. So, you know, I like exactly one copy of it, but I do think it's a pretty nice trick to have. So let's go ahead and take that here. And now I'm certainly looking for some cheap things. There's a Desculpting Blast and a Blooming Stinger here. And, you know, given that I have 3 spells and 2 creatures, and I want more creatures, especially with Diplomatic Relations, this is going to be a pick that, you know, maybe I wouldn't have made, and it could still be wrong, But I just want to make sure that I have solid 2-drops, and the Stinger blocks early, lets me get to the late game, which blue-green decks want to do, and works well with the diplomatic relations. So I will be taking the Blooming Stinger there over what most will consider to be the better removal spell in the Desculpting Blast. Here we have a Dockworker Drone. If I'm blue-white, I guess I could consider it, but perfectly fine taking an Ilvoy Operative here. Another Blooming Stinger, pack 8. Very, very happy about that. Not seeing a ton of blue, not seeing a ton of red either. Like, we're seeing some white, but not like enough white to help make me go in a direction. That is a fairly late Beamsaw Prospector as well, but totally happy just taking a Blooming Stinger. Now, this could be an indication that red could be open. That is a late Zookeeper Mechan. And do I take it here? Sure. This is definitely a spec pick, and only because like I can totally see a world where I splash the blue and I feel like I'm going to have enough 2-mana plays, which is why I took this over the Intrepid Tenderfoot. But if you were to tell me, you know what, I should have just taken the Tenderfoot anyways, like I would be fine with that as well. Yeah, but I think given that I have the Ilvoy Operative, I think I can afford to make a risky pick like that. Here we have the choice between All Fate Stalker on a potential splash. I'm not going to take Thawbringer here. There's a Zookeeper Mechan as well, but I'm going to take the All Fate Stalker. I mean, Nebula Dragon is also a consideration, but I just think this card is premium and worthy of a splash. And if we can get some good mana fixing, I will certainly look to play it here. Pack 2, pick 2. What do we have? A Specimen Freighter, Nebula Dragon, and a Sammy Wildcat Captain. I don't think I care too much about the Sammy. So for me, it's like Nebula Dragon or Specimen Freighter. I guess I'll take the Freighter just because I'm more likely to be blue than red right now, especially with the All Fate Stalker here. But I think it's somewhat close. Harmonious Grove Strider is premium. That's a late Rust Harvester, and Dubious Delicacy is quite strong as well, but Harmonious Grove Strider is a very, very good uncommon. Would like more ways to make landers here. Galactic Wayfarer, I'm looking at you. So if I could pick one of those up, I would be very, very happy. Scavenger Grounds is not really a card that I care too much for here. There's a Fungal Colossus and a Lost in Space, and man, we are seeing approximately 1 million Nebula Dragons here. I think I'm probably going to settle into blue-green, even though blue didn't seem super open. I don't like the greenhouse that much. Do I want the interaction here or the Colossus? I'm going to take the interaction here. I just feel like cards like the Colossus are easier to pick up. It's another atmospheric greenhouse. There's an emergency eject. Nutrient Block is not really a card I care too much for. I guess I'll take the emergency eject if I do need more interaction. I can certainly play it. Ooh, All Fate Stalker. There's a Mechanizoa and a Fungal Colossus here as well, but if I'm going to be splashing 1 All Fate Stalkers, I mean, obviously splashing 2 is quite strong. Probably still don't want to play the emergency eject. But you know what? This is looking okay. Nothing too crazy. Here we have Mutavault. What the? How is that so late? There's also a Thawbringer, but I think I just take Mutavault. I mean, I'm 3 colors, but... Huh. And my fixing isn't that strong, but like Thawbringer is highly replaceable. I'm just going to take the Mutavault here. And now we have Shattered Wings and Sky Stinger. Don't really care for the Memorial Vault. I guess I'll just take Sky Stinger if I need 3 drops for the curve. There's a Thawbringer. There's a Nebula Dragon, but I feel like if I'm already going to be playing the 2 All Fate Stalkers, I'd rather just shore up my 3 mana slot here. And okay, well, I'm glad I took the Mutavault here because I got all the Thawbringers anyways. And that also makes cards like the Fungal Colossus better. And this, can more frequently be 4 mana 5/5. Yeah, I mean, I will be the first to admit here that blue was definitely not the color to be. But I think it's probably a little bit too late. All right, pack 3, pick 1. That's a mono with Circuit Feeder, which is quite strong. But I think for us, certainly looking for more cheap plays, and Edge Rover is fantastic. You play this, you beat down, you trade early, helps you fix for your other colors as well. Very, very happy with Edge Rover. I also do like the Uthros Ionosis, by the way, but not over the Edge Rover. I mean, green is definitely where we need to be. That's another Uthros Scanship, but I'm going to take Might Form Harmonizer. Really good kind of way to push through a bunch of damage. Very, very good with landers. And there's a Biomech and Engineer Pack 3, Pick 3. So I guess maybe the person passing to us is not in blue-green, but they're certainly like some kind of Grixis colors, which is why we're not seeing a whole lot of great black and red cards, but we're going to slam the Biomech and Engineer. You know, I would love a card like Pinnacle Killship at the top end of my curve, but I do have a Grove Strider, an Uthro Scanship, and a Specimen Freighter already, so it's not that big of a loss. All right, pack 3, pick 4. Blue-green splashing white is where we are. Mechan Assembler doesn't seem particularly strong here. Neither does Uthros. I could take a Sammy's Curiosity, just because I might need like a little bit of fixing, and in a 3-color deck, like, also there's just nothing else really here for me. I don't really like Sammy's Curiosity that much in general, but I'm recognizing that our mana fixing isn't perfect, so it just, you know, I might need to play the 1 copy. Here we'll take a second Lost in Space. Our interactive suite is not super great. We have 2 Lost in Spaces, the Diplomatic Relations, double All Fate Stalker. So it's all right. But, you know, obviously picking up something like a Cryo Shatter would be nice. That is an Orbital Plunge, which is a nice splash card here. But I'm going to take All Fate Scroll here. Certainly helps with the splash. We definitely have stuff to do with the mana. And being able to crack this for a bunch of cards in the late game seems quite strong. So let's go ahead and take that. And then there is the Cryo Shatter. Very, very happy about picking that up. That's a late Seriema, by the way. Seriema is fantastic. If you have a Legend to get with this, it's insane. But I'm certainly in the market for another good removal spell. Like, I mean, I totally would take the Command Bridge too. But I think the Cryo Shatter is a very good addition to our deck. There's a Radiant Strike, which I actually don't mind. So I'll take that. Another Radiant Strike. There's a Sacred Foundry, but I don't really care about that. Okay, all the Radiant Strikes. I guess we could have been like green-white or blue-white. I don't know. There's like a lot of different directions we could have gone here. I still think this deck is fine. It might be a little bit light on ways to close out the game, which would be kind of my biggest concern with something like this. So, you know, certainly might need to just play some more beefy things, but we'll see where this goes. That's a late Hull Carver. I mean, I guess I didn't need to take it there, but... All right, Bant. Bant is what we're doing here. Ooh. Let's see what we're working with. I don't want to go too crazy on the spacecrafts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, maybe I just don't play the Radiant Strikes. Just to keep just because my mana isn't great, I just don't have that many ways to make landers. I have like the 2 Mechan Engineers, the Edge Rover, and an All Fate Scroll, and maybe a Sammy's Curiosity. I think I'm going to play all of these 4s. Still need to cut 3 cards here. Sky Stinger and Ilvoy Operative are cards that stand out to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are currently on 17 creatures, so yeah, certainly can cut some number of them. All right, let's cut the Ilvoy Operative. You know what's funny is, like, I wouldn't have minded an Intrepid Tenderfoot here. I'm wondering, like, my creature count's currently at 16. I can probably shave, like, 1 Sky Stinger, but maybe I want the first one just because I don't have, like, that many ways to deal with flyers. I have, like, these 2 reach creatures. My creature count's now at 15. And you do want your creature count to be high. I think we can shave a plains. Definitely want lots of forests. I think we want 9 forests, honestly. The question is, how many plains do we play for the double All Fate Stalker? I think the answer is just 1. Because that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources for 2 white cards, and I think that's fine. And All Fate Stalker is not really the type of card you want to play early anyways, and it's more important for me to get my green going and also be able to play the Biomech Engineer on turn 2. So I think I want to play it like this. Yeah, I'm going to play the Sky Stinger just as a curve card. And because my curve isn't super great, I think my deck is concerned more about the early game than anything, so I think I'm going to cut the Biosynthetic Burst. Now, noting that I do have a lot of creatures that I would like to save, but at the same time, it's like I'd rather just have more interaction and just kind of just go over the top. If they kill my All Fate Stalker, that's fine. I'll just like draw more cards and try to win that way. I think that's going to be my plan here. And like I said, the Sky Stinger, it could also be an Elvoy Operative, just to have another 2-drop, but I don't double spell that well in this deck. So I think for that reason, I'd rather just have a more defensive body that I can play on turn 3. All right, let's give this a whirl, see how this does. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. Super helpful people in there. Check it out. All right, opponent on the play. Really good hand here for us. 4 lands, Edge Rover, Sammy's Curiosity, and Biomech Engineer. So all we need to do is simply just go turn 1 Edge Rover into turn 2 Biomech Engineer. We'll be very happy. One thing that helps with Flood, obviously, is the Biomech Engineer, but we have a lot of ways to help mitigate Flood. We have double Biomech Engineer, Uthro Scanship, and we have the All Fate Scroll. All right, Gene Pollinator with Starfield Shepherd is very, very powerful. This gives us the most aggressive start here. Gene Pollinator into Starbreach Whale. Okay, whoa, what are you splashing? They're splashing Starbreach Whale, I think. Although, honestly, maybe I could have, maybe I should play 1 Biosynthetic Burst over Lost in Space or whatever. Anyways, tag with both. I could play this turn 4, or I can play the Blooming Stinger now. Let's just go get the White Source here. Get some mana ramp going. Cryogen Relic, okay. So now we get a Plains with the Lander, and then we also still have to make a decision, because if we sack the Lander, we go to 4 lands, we play a land that's 5, this is 6, and that's 7. I guess we're still a ways away from activating the Biomech Engineer, so maybe best to attack with the Fungal Colossus. They might just sack the Relic here, sure. Okay, lock down the Biomech Engineer. Mutavault would be a funny draw. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm still like, I can't sack a Lander and activate this, so we're just going to play the Fungal Colossus this turn. I mean, it is huge. So honestly, I can probably just like give Death Touch to the Edge Rover and call it a day. Okay, that's a Germinating Worm, sure. So that's going to trade with my Fungal Colossus. It absolutely will. Thinking. I think I'm just going to attack with the Fungal Colossus. Yeah, I mean, this is like interesting sequencing, but like, I want to sacrifice this lander first before I play my Thawbringer. So I'll hold off on the Blooming Stinger. Obviously don't want lands. I will absolutely take Diplomatic Relations though. So this is one of those instances, or spots rather, where like... Okay. And now I think I want to play it slow. Like, if they kill my Biomech and Engineer, that's one thing. But I think the plan here is not to just go be super aggro with the Diplomatic Relations. The plan now is to just win with Biomech and Engineer, right? Just activate it every turn. If they don't have a way to kill it, they're just going to get buried by this card. And at this point, even if they use a removal spell on the Engineer, it's not even that bad, right? Like, my life total is super high, and we can just continue just digging through our deck here. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands with a Gene Pollinator, 3 unknown cards. They can play a Starfield Shepherd by filtering one of their lands and then going and getting another 1-drop, I suppose. Okay, they got a Plains. And a Mech and Shieldmate, sure. Oh, that is in fact a Mutavault. Okay. I mean, at this point I'm happy with any trade because I have the Mech and Engineer. I'll keep Sky Stinger. And we'll pass. The Edge Rover can trade with the Starfield Shepherd. I'm still at 19. Sky Stinger blocks these flyers. I mean, this is just textbook. Ramp into Biomech and Engineer and hope that's good enough. Wait, what are they're just straight 3-color. I guess they're like kind of splashing Starfield Shepherd. That's what they're doing. Or something. Okay, they have their own Biomech and Engineer. Now there's a Blooming Stinger. Okay. Alright, this might be a turn where I do have to, like, not draw cards off the Biomech and Engineer. We'll see. Wow. This is what I like to say is a lot of action. I wasn't really sure what I needed to target there. I'm glad it worked out. Alright, 16 to 10. I could have really used Galactic Wayfarer. But I think we'll be okay. Another Biomech and Engineer. Alright. They're at 10 life. Four, 5, 9, 10. I mean, I'm still just taking it slow here. Like, I will feel much better. Like, I'm obviously super duper ahead, but I will feel much better if I can draw, like, a Lost in Space or some kind of interactive spell before I, like, make an all-in attack. And this is still adding to the board. There is a Lost in Space. And yeah. All right, we'll play something big now. I mean, this is just like simply far too much, right? Boom, bing, bang, boom. Minus 11. It looks like in a lot of ways our opponent just had a similar deck to us. They just didn't have the interaction there, and my biomech and engineer was able to go off before theirs. That's kind of all there is to it for that one. 1-0. Alrighty, opponent on the play. We did draw the 1 planes, but it's okay. So we got the turn 1 Sammy's Curiosity. So that'll be our turn 2 play there, and we can play a turn 3 Fungal Colossus. So it's still not too bad. Now, we were on the draw, and they did play a 2-mana 3-2. So I don't love that. And a Grab Pack Monoist. Alright, textbook black-white start. Let's see if we can deal. Let's see if we can hang. Alright, and... Hey, I played a turn 3 5/5. It was on the draw, but that's like gotta be worth something. Now, they had the removal spell, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like my turn was bad. And Sky Stinger should do a good job of blocking the Monoist. So this is still looking alright. And if they kill my Sky Stinger, I will absolutely block the Umbral Caller Zealot. If that's what's in play right now. Got it. We're just trying to keep our life total reasonable. They have the Susurian Voidborn in play, and it's kind of problematic, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I do have to think now. Don't want the land, and we'll pass. In this instance, do I block the 2/2 token? Okay, I'm gonna block the Voidborn, and I'll take the damage from the 2/2. Hopefully they don't make me sacrifice. I'll keep the Alphate Scroll, I suppose. Honored Knight Captain, okay. Alright, so we can go many different directions, but I'm gonna play the Alphate Scroll out here and pass. Gonna take the 2 damage here from that. Because I want to be able to crack both of my landers. Umbral Caller Zealot, sure. Alright. I think they were waiting till I tap out, but whatever. I mean, they should have killed this if they wanted to get in for 2 points of damage, right? So, like if they had a removal spell, they should have cast it already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm actually gonna cast this, activate this, because if I draw a land, which I didn't, but I wanted to put myself in a position where if I draw a land, I could play the land into the Blooming Stinger. Okay. Well, that's obviously terrifying. I don't want to die to the +2/+0 spell. The way that they're attacking, yeah, let's just do this. All right. And I'm going to just play this land. Alright, so I still have Lost in Space and Diplomatic Relations. The reason why I did this is because I still have All Fate Scroll to draw 3 cards, and I was just really under a lot of pressure. So I just feel like I still have lots of good plays to make here, and that's why I did what I did. 5, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, okay. Alright, let's... Oh, hold on. I guess I can attack with this. Let's warp in and kill the token. And then I still have Lost in Space. I keep saying Splace. Lost in Space and Diplomatic Relations. Okay. All Fate Stalker. Yeah. That was good. So now I'm at effectively 2. That's rough. Okay. Now they played a flyer. Whew. It's a good game, though. It is a good game. Alright, Edge Rover is good. Ooh, man. Man, oh man. Alright, Edge Rover. I guess I should have played Blooming Stinger. But it's okay. Alright. This is kind of crazy. I'm going to save my interaction. I'm going to save it for now. Okay. Oh, man. And I'm saving this because I can hit harder with the Ice Cave Crasher. Should I go for it now? Let me think. All right. I hate you. I hate you. How did you top that graph kill there? Unreal. So dumb. That is just the biggest blowout ever. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I should crack the land now. I should save this for Uthro Scanship too. Alright, come on. Oh, man. Drawing a land there is just like so bad. Alright. We've drawn so many cards. 12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 2 lands left. I need to minimize the damage I take here. I'll keep that. Okay, we need to draw some large creatures. We have Harmonious Grove Strider in our deck. That would be good. This is like the last of our card draw effects now. So we're just only down to things that we need. God. Against an Honored Knight Captain, this is just so awkward. How do I do this? Sure. They don't have a thing to get, so that's good. Lightstall Inquisitor, sure. 4, 5, 6. Okay, we still have one land left in our deck. Okay. Which one am I stationing? I guess the 4/4. This one's easier to station. All right. We need a large creature now. Man, what a game. I just can't draw the last land in my deck. Oh my gosh. And I need to find a way to kill my opponent as well. Hopefully this buys me the time that I need. I get to Surveil. That's the last land in my deck, by the way. So I have 5 spells left. Thawbringer, okay. All Fate Stalker, sure. They're at 12? Okay. Monoist Circuit Feeder. Okay. That does kill Thawbringer, sadly. Gonna keep that. I guess I'm gonna have to All Fate Stalker the Circuit Feeder, right? And attack for 6. That's like my only play. I mean, they still have 2 cards in hand, which is kind of tough. I guess earlier on, like, maybe if I didn't block with the Biomech and Engineer, that would have been different. But it's interesting because they still have more plays here. Like, I'm at effectively... Oh, they have a removal spell, too? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Fair enough. Well, you know what? I guess it's good that they use that now. Because now we can go... play this on the Circuit Feeder. Then obviously if they have another removal spell, they have another removal spell. Our next card is still a spell. Umbral Color Zealot, sure. So a big creature here, and that's it, right? Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe that's a reason to hold lands too. And we just attack in the air for the win. I don't think they have anything else. Oh no! I messed that up. They can gain life. Oh, but then it's fine. If they gain the life, I still don't die. Yeah, because they hit me for 3. Oh, Weftblade Enhancer was the top card? Alright, I'm at 3. Whoo! That, my friends, was a game. That, my friends, was a game. Like... I don't know that that was a game where I'm certain like a better player would have won before I did, I think. there was just a lot of really close decisions. Should I block? Should I keep my life total high? Which, like, every turn, I felt like there was a close decision where you could have done like 2 or 3 different things. And I'm not confident every turn I did the right thing. But you know what? It was good enough to win. All right, on the play here, turn 2 Biomech and Engineer. We have double Biomech and Engineer and Blooming Stinger, so very, very happy about this. Ilvoy, Galeblade, sure. Blue-black. Lightless Evangel, alright. Oh, that's a very interesting draw. I think I can wait till next turn, though. Basically, right now, it's just like, I am going to try to make this game go longer. So I'm playing the Stinger here, because that is a clean trade with the Evangel. Now, if they kill my Stinger and attack with both, I might block with the Engineer. But I'm happy trading here like this. Okay. And a Graph Pack Monoist. Sure, sure, sure. Might Form Harmonizer is the draw from us. Well, these flyers are kind of annoying. I'm gonna try to pressure my opponent's life total with the Harmonizer here. Kind of like make it so that they feel a little bit of pressure to be on the defensive side of things, because if I untap and draw a land, I can hit them for 16 off the Harmonizer, right? So, oh wow. One of the best rares in the set in the Quantum Riddler. Feels like they haven't embraced Oblivion here, possibly sacrificing something. Oh, tragic. Woo! That is a hell of a play there. Okay, fair enough. Specimen Freighter from us. All right. We might be getting overpowered here. Their start was like okay, but then they warped in a Quantum Riddler, right? So, and being able to 1 mana kill Mightform Harmonizer at the same time, that is just so devastating that it's just like really hard to come back from. Let's get a Plains here. I am going to go for the tempo play here. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, but... Six cards in hand for the opponent. And then next turn, I can actually just play everything out of my hand. And turn the Specimen Freighter actually into a creature, which would be pretty good. Okay, hit me for 1. What do you want to do? Balor's Faithful on Galeblade, okay. Yeah, I mean, because right now you just need more cards to draw. I guess they need a land. Or they wanted a land, something like that. It's the only thing that makes some sense here to me. Alright, let's play Thawbringer. I will keep the land. I'm at 11. I'm gonna go for like the deck plan here, I think. I mean, it's just like a very problematic creature that they need to answer. And I still have Edge Rover here as an option. I mean, my board is pretty huge too, so they're going to have to do some damage control. I think it probably starts with killing Specimen Freighter in some capacity. I mean, their deck looks excellent. Good Dimir value control deck. So if my Edge Rover dies, next turn I can play Biomech and Engineer and crack both of my landers. And then I'll start having the mana to activate the Engineer, which will give me another route to victory. But noting that, like, these flyers can definitely be problematic. Big turn for the opponent, though. Like, they have Quantum Riddler. It's like, do they play it? Right? Do they just play it just to have a nice 4/6 blocker? Could be the answer. Or could be the play. Okay, so they passed. So they're killing the Freighter somehow, some way. Whoa! Lost in space. Huh. It's kind of awkward just because, like, I have these landers, but I guess I'll keep it in my deck. There are 14. Okay, I'm okay with that trade. And with the Engineers in play, like, I really just need to play all my lands. All right, they have three lands open. They have to have something here. Like, they have to have another... Wow, it was just Lost in Space. Okay. So let's see what they do, right? Like, I don't have to crack my lander. Right? I absolutely don't have to. Like, playing the Freighter is so strong here, where I might just choose to just not crack the lander, not worry about activating the Engineer just yet, and just turn things around and use this as a good tempo line, right? Now, but however, if they pass with 8 mana up, then I should probably try to win with the Biomech and Engineers. All right. You know what? Sometimes your opponent has Quantum Riddler and 0-point Ballad. Sometimes. Sometimes those things happen. I'm just cracking all the landers now. Before the Surveil. Don't want to land. Okay. Yep. Okay, well, that's a Cryo Shatter. I mean, it's something. Man, losing both of my Biomech and it's just hard. Like, in this format, I think it was this decision was awful for Limited, but they just, like, they put too many sweepers all in one set, and I am not a fan of that. They're just like 6 sweepers. Okay. Play this with Warp, and then play a Fungal Colossus, I suppose. I'm keeping the lands because of Uthros, Scanship, and Mightform Harmonizer. But not, like, 100%. They have 4 cards still. They've drawn a bunch of cards. Like, this is all... Like, we are so likely to lose in this matchup. My best card is Biomech and Engineer. But it doesn't work so well against the sweeper there. Oh, they're trying to get aggro. Yeah. I mean, their deck is insane. I'm playing against some good ones, right? It's just like, you've seen, like, sometimes it can be a struggle in this format and you just can't get good decks together. But wow, we have played against some nice ones. Now I think my deck is solid as well. So hopefully we can just continue dodging Quantum Riddlers and Elegy Acolytes and win some more matches. All right, on the play here. Yeah, I mean, this is a good hand. Anytime you can go turn 1 Sammy's Curiosity, you're pretty happy. So we have the turn 1 Sammy's Curiosity on the play. And then that's going to get us the white source. And then we have, you know, no shortage of... We have a Thawbringer, All Fate Stalker, and Harmonious Grove Strider. Ooh, and a Scanship as well. Always set a stop in your end step here to not trigger their void stuff for free. Always remember. But I still want to keep, like, represent Divert Disaster, you know what I mean? Okay, they're hitting me for 3. That's fine. Okay. Now that they're tapped out, it doesn't really matter. Let's go Plains. All Fates Scroll. Gonna play out the Scanship here. Pitch one of these forests. Nothing on turn 3. So I don't want to tap out then, because I don't want to get Divert Disastered. So I think the card I don't mind getting counter the most is Thawbringer. So I'll just play that. I don't want the land. And then we get to station the Scanship, and then next turn we can hit for 4 in the air. Alright. Our opponent has a ton of resources, but we're gonna have a really, really good board. Oh, that's not where you want to be. On the draw, no board, turn 4 Scanship. Like, next turn, they're gonna take 8 damage here. I'm gonna play Grove Strider, station up my Scanship, and hit for 8. And then I'm gonna have a 5/5, a 4/4 flyer, and a 4/2. And they're gonna be at 12. And I have an All Fate Stalker and a Cryo Shatter. Now, obviously, if they play some stupid sweeper, they're gonna get me, but it is what it is. Oh, this is a 6/6 now? Okay. I guess I could have warped this in for the Thawbringer, but I'm choosing to keep it as more of like a surprise type situation. It's going to be really hard to kill the Grove Strider. Also, like, if they do have a Cryo Shatter for my Grove Strider, then I can use the All Fate Stalker to blink it. So I think there's a lot of value there too. Certainly more value than, like, trying to get an extra Surveil off of a Thawbringer. Alright, Nanoform Sentinel, keeping up 2 mana. Okay. Alright, well now I think we just warp this in. And try to go for the win on the Sentinel. I mean, I think they probably have a Desculpting Blast here. Which is okay. They could also have Invasive Maneuvers, I guess. Anyways, whatever it is, it's not too bad. Like, they can't Desculpting Blast the Grove Strider. If they have Invasive Maneuvers on All Fate Stalker, get back the 3/2, then you just, like, you're just chump blocking at that point. So that's not good either. Okay. Alright, opponent's at 2 life. I get a Surveil here. Still don't want the land. And we'll play a Sky Stinger. And now we have 3 lethal attackers. They're at 2 life. Gonna be pretty tough for them to come back. Like, a lot of the sweepers are like in white and black. Red. I think red has one effect where like it's like a big sorcery that deals damage to everything equal to like its power or something. I don't know. Anyways, we got that one. Feels nice. Get some of that ranking back. Now, you know, in high mythic, basically, if you want to stay afloat, and this is, it's really hard to stay on top of the mythic ranks, you need to go like 2-1 to like break even, basically, or climb slowly. So you need a really high win rate to be able to climb the ranks. All right, opponent on the play. We have lots of 2-drops, Ice Cave Crasher. I mean, we're certainly keeping this. Would obviously love to just like naturally draw a couple of lands off the top here. Turn 1 Gene Pollinator. Okay, that's good. We'll Forest. We'll play... I don't know what I want to play turn 2. Probably Biomech Engineer. Well, that is a Blooming Stinger. Rough. No, I'm just going to play. This one, this Biomech Engineer was born to block. Your destiny was to block. Okay, well. How disappointing. You disappoint me. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. I'll take 3. I will take 3. And crack this lander. Almost some consideration to get a forest, honestly, but I'm not going to. Oh, wow. They didn't attack. Oh, obviously, because I have the Mutavault, sure. 3 cards in hand. I think I'm still supposed to get planes, but it's close. I'm at 13 life. How do I want to do this? This is so awkward. I actually think, and this looks crazy, but I think the play is to play Edge Rover and pass. And the reason being is if they kill my Edge Rover, they freaking had an exile spell? That's so gross. I had it all lined up, too. Whatever. Alright, well, I don't have an option here. I have to block. I had it all lined up. The plan was to trade, sack my lander, but that just didn't happen. Oh well. That sucks. You know, the thing is, my life total is actually not as low as you would have expected. So, I mean, unless they have like 47 gazillion removal spells, this is certainly doable. Okay, so definitely just want to kill this right away. Okay. So 14 to 11. So now we've turned it around. If they hit me with the Stinger, I mean, I get to hit them back. They have 2 cards left. If they kill my Crasher, then it's safer for me to cast my Alphate Stalker, which is nice. And naturally, drawing our lands obviously helped out there as well. Okay, we'll take 2. What are you playing? Like a... Oh, nice. Wow, Galactic Wayfarer too. Kill that. Let's play a Blooming Stinger. Alright, well, they have 2 fresh cards. They at least pitched a Wayfarer. If they find a removal spell, it's definitely not good. So if they found a way to kill the Alphate Stalker, then obviously I'm going to be pretty sad. They're going to be able to load up. And they found a removal spell, I think. No, they did not. They definitely did not. Okay, so let's go Blooming Stinger on this boy. They both have Death Touch. So they take a lot of trample damage. Close encounter, okay. Okay. Alright, they're at 6. Which one of these do I want to play? I feel like it's the scan ship. Just digs me deeper. Don't want the land. I'm at 9, okay. Let's do this, and I'll keep the land because I have Mightform Harmonizer in my deck. Yeah. Do they want to tap down their stuff? They die if I play a big creature. They're... You need 2 tap creatures. Are they going to go for it? And hope I don't... Oh. I mean, they could top deck a thing. They could absolutely top deck a thing. Yeah. All right. Woo. I mean, they had a solid deck for sure. Solid deck for sure, but... With some of the stumbles that we had early, I thought we were going to lose, especially with the Grav Kill exiling and not destroying. Like, we were able to play around destroy removal with the just by playing the Edge Rover and passing. But yeah, the Grav Kill was really good there. But we managed to turn things around, and we are now 4-1. And our only loss being to a Quantum Riddler, very strong Dimir control deck, so that's okay. I've played against this person quite a bit, Nico Demas. They play a lot of Magic. They're always Mythic, so... They're quite good, although maybe struggling a little bit recently. I've been there. It's all good. I've been there. All right, a little bit heavy on lands right now. All right, red, black, Zookeeper, Mechan, sure. What do I want? I guess a second green, more than anything. Play a Crasher. Turn 3 Crasher beats. Hope for the best. But red-black is going to be really good at stopping that. So we're going to need to find one of our like 4 card draw effects. Uthro, Scanship, Double Biomechan Engineer, and the Allfade Scroll are the cards I'm certainly looking for. Mightform Harmonizer and the Grove Strider also being very good. Are they going to double block? Probably not, right? I don't want to play the Allfade Stalker just yet. Feel like I want them to kill the Ice Cave Crasher first before that. But this is a solid start from the opponent. Lost in Space was a totally fine draw here. That is a Lightless Evangel. Okay. Dauntless Scrapbot is so awkward against Sky Stinger. Yeah, not entirely sure. I mean, they're going to crack this lander here for sure. I think I'm just going to attack with the Crasher. And then be happy with that, I guess. Okay. But if they block like this... If they block like this, they can't crack their lander. Yeah, exactly. So now let's... Lost in Space this. I will keep Biomechan Engineer. They will take a bunch of damage, and then I'll blink this. So it loses the counter. Alright. Well, I mean, this is certainly still quite nice. I have decent attacks. They're only on 4 lands. Next turn I attack for 8, and then I have the ability to play Biomechan Engineer. Cryogen Relic on the splat? What are they? Wait, so they're playing Cryogen Relic, Zookeeper Met... Planes? Okay. I mean... I got nothing. I got nothing for you folks. Holy cow. Okay. I mean, my biomech engineer could certainly die here, but like, I need to sack the lander to get to 8 mana anyways. So now we're just like, I hope you don't kill it. And if they do, well, I do have the All Fate Stalker here, right? That is more likely to survive. So there's that. But they have to kill the engineer here. They have to. But they have 5 cards in hand, and there are 70,000 colors. Right? So... Oh, is it an Embrace Oblivion? Oh, they don't have it? Oh, man. Okay. Oh. So now I'm actually going to hold my land because I drew Mightform Harmonizer. Because Mightform Harmonizer plus Ice Cave Crasher is ridiculous. Okay, it's less ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Oh, diplomatic relations. I mean, we draw all kinds of action here. All right, so Mouth of the Storm is obviously problematic. What happens here? So 2, and then you double it, so that's 4. Or I can go 3, and then 6. That's not that good. I want to just, like, permanently kill this, is the thing. Oh, this was not enough. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, this was not enough. Wow. Oh, no. Am I going to lose this game? That would be tragic. Yeah, I might have thrown this game away, honestly. We'll see what happens. That was big blunder. Big blunder. 10-5 though, and I do have a very, very big board. Like if they attack me with this, they just die, right? If they attack me with this... What the hell? I mean, I don't need the pump effect, I don't think. They kill this, get that back. Sure. If they kill this, I mean, there's a lot of things they could do, obviously. 4 cards in hand. Now, they didn't have a removal spell, though, because they didn't kill my engineer. So maybe this is going to be tough for them. I'm not sure. But I think what I should have done on the previous turn was pump my Harvest Harmonizer and then use Diplomatic Relations to kill Mouth of the Storm. That's what I should have done. And I wouldn't be close to losing then if I did that. So that is the mistake. I cannot afford to make mistakes like that, and I feel very bad about it. I mean... Sure. All right. All right. How do I want to do this? That's the only thing I can pump to kill the Mouth of the Storm. Now, this is still a lethal attack, right? This is still a lethal attack. Let's see what they do. If they kill the Alphate Stalker, I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. There is no way I can kill them. Because if they kill this, I kill the Intimidator, they block by Mightform Harmonizer. Okay? And then we do this. They're at 3. Yeah, I mean, this could have been, like, super not close. But here we are, 3 to 4. You know they have stuff. They definitely have stuff. Umbral Collar Zealot, okay. 1 card in hand. What do we draw? Specimen Freighter? I mean, that goes for the win. Oh my gosh. God, I almost threw this game away. Ooh. I thought, some part of me when I was doing the math there thought I could still kill Mouth of the Storm with Alphate Stalker while also playing the Mightform Harmonizer. And that was just like a gross miscalculation on my part. My bad. Still got the win, but it should not have been that close. Alright, but we are in the 20s now, 5-1. Rank 27, okay. On the comeback trail. We're having some really good games with this deck too, by the way. Alright, we drew all of our colors. Biomech Engineer, Mightform Harmonizer, and, you know, even Fungal Colossus. Like, I know 4-mana 4/4s aren't great, but a 4-mana 5/5? It's still solid. Opponent on a mulligan. Plains, alright. Get an island here with the lander. Dockworker Drone, sure. Oh! I just realized something. Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much, because I'm not going to attack into a Brightspear Zealot, right? So we'll just get the island here. And do I want to Cryo Shatter anything here? This thing has Vigilance, so that doesn't see... Well, I guess it still shrinks it. Because if they like Banishing Light, I guess it's kind of annoying. Sure. That lets us get in for damage this turn, and we still have some good plays over the next few turns. And we have a Lost in Space, too. Like, if they Ill-Fate Stalker the Brightspear Zealot, that's pretty annoying, I guess. Desculpting Blast, I don't care. That doesn't do much. They can make a 5/6 Self-Craft Mechan if they sack the Dockworker Drone. You can't sack the Brightspear Zealot, which is nice. So I imagine that's what they're going to try to do here. The question is, do I want to play Mightform Harmonizer to just offer this trade, or do I just bounce this? I think just bouncing it is better. Like, just bouncing a 5/6 seems very strong. And I didn't have the mana to warp this in to hit them for 10. They're probably going to chump with the Brightspear Zealot here. And Thawbringer, I'll keep. I mean, it's just a fine card here. Just another thing that adds to the board, and if they trade, if it trades, I don't mind. They kept this, by the way. It's really, really interesting. They must have another cheap artifact. Okay, Sunstar Lightsmith is the play. Go Mightform Harmonizer. Hit for 10. Okay, I guess I just want to land now, right? Because, like, I can activate the Engineer and I have the Mightform Harmonizer. Okay, I'll take All Fate Stalker, though. If it's not a land, I'll take a creature that's a removal effect. So they're at 6, and we have, like, just a giant board here. Okay, yeah, I mean, they would have needed, like, some combination of Cryo Shatters and Focus Fires to come back from that. All right, we are now in the teens, rank 16. So this is a very, very good run here for us. Sitting at 6-1, let's go for the trophy. Playing against Mondo Cool. Anybody remember Mondos? Okay, I mean, I'm giving away my age. It was like a juice drink that back in my elementary school. I bet most of you don't know what a Mondo is, would be my guess. I'm keeping this hand because I have a Cryo Shatter, so hopefully that's going to be enough to, you know, slow my opponent down here. I'm going to put it on the Mechan too, just like... Okay, alright. Blooming Stinger, sure. Hey, happy enough with that. Honestly, with the diplomatic relations, it's totally fine. And the fact that they didn't play a 3-drop there was very, very big for me. Plasma Bolt, okay. They're just keeping up all this mana, which I don't like. I'm not going to play the Scan Ship. I just don't want to play it into their counterspell. So we're just going to do other things. It's like mana inefficient, but at the same time... But this resolved very quickly, so I feel like we're okay. But we'll see. Alright, Selfcraft Mechan. There's nothing they can really do for 1 red at instant speed, so I just wanted to get the 4 or 5 off the battlefield there first. Alright, Nebula Dragon here would be pretty bad. Mechanizoa is also good. Good, but we can handle that. To some degree. 3 cards in hand. I was hoping that, like, the Cryo Shatter would just, like, slow them down, but now they can still use the activated ability, which is not great for me. It seems like they have a lot of really good top-end stuff here, which is concerning. Oh, sacking the Zookeeper Mechan, sure. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we drew a land here. I mean, this doesn't block particularly well, so I'll just attack with it, I guess. And then I'll just keep up Lost in Space. Invasive Maneuvers. Three cards in hand for the opponent. It's a land. Nutrient block. Okay. I'm glad they sacked it now, because then this makes the Mechan a little bit worse. I think I need to bounce the Mechan and not the Mechanizoa. Because I don't want this to freeze my Ice Cave Crasher. I take 1 extra point of damage, though. Also, this has a counter on it. Edge Rover. I don't think Edge Rover is impactful enough here, so I'm going to bin it. Alright, that is a Thawbringer. Or do I want to get the Scan Ship going? I think I want the Scan Ship going. If I draw a land, I mean, I can certainly just play Thawbringer as well. That's hilarious. I guess I'll pitch one of them. And I'm going to try to make this into a flyer. And just not get in for 4 there. Next turn I can play double Thawbringer. Alright. Territorial Bruntar, yikes. Oh, they just played it right away? We might have considered waiting one turn. Alright, Thawbringer can certainly use a white source. Mutavault, I do not want. I feel like they've had Divert Disaster forever. Oh, I guess not. Island, I do not want. Station, I do want. And I'll hold the land here, I guess. No, their deck is nice. Just blue-red, good top-end stuff. And if they have any form of interaction here, it's just over. Warmaker Gunship for 2. Yeah, I mean, that's basically game. Yeah. I have to chump block their 5/5 and their 6/6. So I just have no board. So it's just game over. All right. Good blue-red artifacts deck from the opponent. And now we are still, I mean, we were playing for the trophy before, but we're playing for the trophy again. So let's get there this time. Could not defeat the Mondo. Alrighty. Last match, playing for it all. 2 islands, a plains, an All-Fate Stalker, double Biomech Engineer, and Mightform Harmonizer. I have 9 forests. Alright. Come on, deck. I think our opponent mulliganed to 5. Come on, deck. Any land, hopefully the Stalker gets us out of this. Forest off the top. Oh, we got there. All-Fate Scroll. We got there. Okay. Kind of. Okay, Bant, Galactic Wayfarer. Okay, so they kind of unmulliganed. Forest? Just give me a natural forest. Darn. Alright, so we're going to lean on the All-Fate Scroll here. Biomechan Engineer. Nice deck. Holy cow. Alright, so we have some stuff we need to fight through. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Yeah, this sucks. I mean, I need the ramp. I need the ramp here. What a double mulligan, by the way. Unbelievable. Alright. It is what it is. Three, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I have to kill the Biomechan Engineer this turn. So I'm going to play this and hope they don't have a removal spell. I mean, we have a lot of action in our hand. They have all of the colors of the rainbow. Okay, what's your last card? Okay, no blocks. Oh, Simon. They went so deep. I mean, this thing's never blocking, right? So... I gotta full control this. I'm gonna play Thawbringer here. On the stack, so I don't get Divert Disastered. Crack the lander, get a forest. And I just want lands, obviously. I'll keep the land. I'm at 8. Okay. They're playing so fast. Block. Keeping the land. Mechan Navigator. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana available to us. Wow, they got flooded. Oh, Mechanizoa? Sure. Okay. Diplomatic relations. All right. Big turn here for us. Not really sure how I want to approach this. I'm going to do this and see what they do. They might keep it on top. No, they didn't. I don't want Thawbringer. Alright, let's play Biomech and Engineer. All Fate Scroll, 3, 4, 4. They can't activate it yet. Okay. I think this does it here. We play this. Whoo! Alright, our opponent flooded out. Like, they had an amazing mold of 5, but they absolutely got flooded out, and we were able to just... You know, obviously our hand was also great as long as we can just play all of our spells. The fact that, like, if they had a removal spell for my All Fate Stalker, they probably win that game because they're so, like, they were really, really far ahead on tempo. But they didn't, and we got there. So there you have it. Going back to some nice blue-green value. Now, fully will admit that blue wasn't super duper open, but it's just like, so much of this format is about powerful uncommons and rares, right? And when you look at my blue cards... 2 Biomech and Engineers, Uthro Scanship, and a couple of interactive spells and Specimen Freighter, totally fine. As long as it's supported by all the other cards. It's not like I'm playing embarrassing cards in other colors. Like, Sky Stinger, generally I don't love, but this deck just needed to survive, and I needed something for flyers, so I brought that in. And then green was very open, so we had a bunch of good green cards. And yeah, I mean, the only card, like I said, that looks a little bit out of place might be Sky Stinger, but this deck just worked together very, very well. Mutavault, I don't know about this one. Maybe this is a little greedy, but with Fungal Colossus and All Fate Scroll, I felt like there was just enough there to warrant kind of doing this. And yeah, I mean, this deck just had plenty of ways to utilize your mana in the late game, enough top end with the Scanship and the Freighter, and of course the Biomech and Engineers. And we were just able to just grind our opponents out. So, I mean, just a really, really successful deck. You know, one of the issues with the green-white deck that I drafted yesterday was just like, I had a bunch of like ramp, but not that much to do with my mana. Whereas whenever you're blue, you better believe there's some way to draw cards, whether it's the Biomech and Engineer or the Scanship, etc. And that was definitely very, very big and important to allow us to get ahead on cards in these matchups. But yeah, all in all, pretty happy with this deck. Not busted by any means, but just a rock solid deck. And we were able to win 7-2. And now we are in the top 20s. So definitely put a good dent, chipped away at the ranking a little bit. And if we have another nice couple of runs, I can fully see ourselves back into the single digits. But that, of course, will start in tomorrow's draft video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, pioneer, or commander decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They've got a ton of top quality deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes. You know, when you play in person, it's important to just make sure everything is good to go, right? Like, you got your backpack, it's totally loaded with all the goodies. Well, heavyplay.com is the place for all the goodies. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.